Hello everyone, this is Tony. Welcome back to Trophy Food Experiences. Today I'm doing a video on Whistler Cornucopia, which happens this year between November 9th to the 19th in Whistler. And I wasn't aware that it's been going on for 27 years. I have heard about it, but it didn't really hit my radar. And I wasn't aware it was such a big event over 2 weekends, 75 plus events. And the nice thing about it, it has both food exclusive events, wine or beverage exclusive events, and then some of these pairing events. And so it's got something for everyone. It is their 27th year doing this. And what does cornucopia mean? Cornucopia means horn of plenty, and that's a symbol of abundance and nourishment. And this is what the festival provides. I like the creativity of this event. It's not the start of the skiing season. The good weather has just kind of stopped. So it's kind of a shoulder season. And why not put a great event like this on so that, you know, the hotels are maybe not as expensive and, you know, you can enjoy Whistler. So it's quite an ingenious thing to do. And again, the thing I like about it is that it has all types of events. Sometimes with wine festivals, if you don't like wine, that could be a problem. So this way I can go with friends that maybe don't want to drink. They can just eat and have seminars and things like that. So I'm going to go through a couple of events that I'm going to highlight, which I think are really, really good events. And the other nice thing is that you can either go up there just for the day for the events, if you're in Vancouver or in, you know, the North Van or, you know, West Van. It's a very quick drive and then you come back, or you can just stay over a night. You don't have to go for the whole weekend. So the first thing is the Mekong Fine Thai Cuisine and Meyer Family Dinner on November the 10th. It's $215, but it is both, you know, get to go to a fairly new restaurant in Whistler, the Mekong Fine Thai Cuisine, and it's matched with wines from Meyer Vineyards, which is a very well-known winery in BC. There are 2 sold-out events on November 10th, but that's kind of says the popularity of these events. Maybe next year, get on them a little bit quicker. One is at Araxi with the Culmina Family Estate Winery Dinner, and the other one at Barefoot Bistro with Black Hills. So what a great pairing. You know, Barefoot Bistro is, you know, one of the destination restaurants in Whistler, and then you have Black Hill Estate, which is one of the top wineries in BC. Likewise, the Araxi, really, really high-end restaurant, and Culmina produces some very high-end wines, BC wines. The next night, which is Saturday night, the event that I'm gonna highlight is the Crush Grand Tasting. It's $95, but this is one of their flagship events of the festival. It highlights Pacific Northwest wines along with bites. There's gonna be over 50 wineries there. I'll also mention on that day there are many drink seminars. So there's a Chardonnay seminar, BC versus California, but then there's also one on the nooks and crannies of great Scotch whiskey. So that's what I'm saying, that they've got not just wine, but they've got also a lot of other spirits and beverages. Then that night, there's another great drink seminar, which is for Massey, which is an Amarone producer, exploring the great Amarone vineyards of Rona. And then there is a couple of sold out events. Again, they're very popular. The pairing of a great restaurant like Il Caminetto and Phantom Creek Estates, and the other one was Wild Blue, which is another high-end restaurant in Whistler with Poplar Grove. Unfortunately, these are all sold out, but you can see the popularity of this. It's a great event where if you're up in Whistler, you can take in a culinary stage, a drink seminar, and then go to a dinner or go to a tasting afterwards. So really great series of events. Sunday, November 12th, a couple of really great events that kind of tweak my interest. At 11 a.m. there's a drink seminar about BC bubbles. Is it better than champagne? At 11:15 there's a drink seminar on Love Gamay. And there's another seminar at 4 p.m. at all about whiskey. And then at nighttime there is another sold out dinner. It seems like the winery dinners are very popular. at Araxi with Burring Owl, another big time BC winery. And then there's a murder mystery dinner at Barefoot Bistro. I will highlight one of these events which I thought was very interesting and which is really touches on kind of the different variety of events that they have. There's one on November 12th, which is called The Taste of Indigenous Worlds, which I think is very interesting for $85. It's a new event. It brings together 6 Indigenous chefs from across BC who will showcase traditional cooking and ingredients pairing with modern twists. So it's kind of not a sit-down dinner, but you get to walk through the Squamish Lillooet Cultural Center while sampling small plates and beverage. Just a really neat event pairing food, wine, and art. If you can go up midweek between Monday and Friday on November 13th to the 16th, there are also some events on those days, not as many, but there are a lot of sold out, unfortunately, dinners. So the dinners seem to be very, very popular, and maybe next year, if you can book earlier, then you'll find a lot of selection. So there's also some on the weekends. So I'm going to start with the weekend, November 17th. There's quite a few events. There's one that's a drink seminar at 5:30 p.m. called Drink or Hold, Treasures of Cornucopia Cellars and Other Gems. And this is led by someone that I know called Samantha Rand, and she's a really knowledgeable sommelier and wine agent. So you'll really enjoy that. At 6 p.m. there's still 3 kind of dinners that you could attend. One is a pizza party at Black's Pizza, one is an Araxi dinner with Tin Horn Creek, and then one is at the Fairmont Chateau Whistler with Vanessa Vineyard. And so it's a great marriage of the BC wines plus a great Whistler restaurants, and just a great thing. They're all in the kind of a little bit like $150 to $200 range for the dinners, but they're well worth it. Then we're going to go to the Night Market Taste of the World event at 8 p.m. on Saturday, November the 17th. It's at the Whistler Conference Center, $75. And again, you take a culinary adventure and sample food with wine, beer, and spirits in a vibrant market atmosphere. So again, it's got events, it's got dinners, it's got tastings, it's got seminars. The next day on Saturday, there's quite a few culinary stage offerings that I'm very interested in. At 10 a.m. there's one called Dim Sum Style with Chef Alana Mas. At 1:30 p.m. there's a culinary stage with Cliff Crawford, who is the Fairmont Chateau Whistler's executive chef. Then at 4 p.m. there's a demonstration by Chef Luis Valenzuela. So all these are kind of talk shows where they cook, but then you also get to sample the food, which is kind of neat. There's also some great drink seminars on that day. There's one at 1:45 called the Cabaret. And then of course there's other things that are interesting, like 4 p.m. there's Copper and Penny Distillery, the history of tonic. So just different things that are really interesting. On that night, there's a artist reception at the O'Dane Museum, where you get to go through their exhibit called The Garden of Shadows with some food, little bites. And then the Fairmont Chateau Whistler has a Cinco de Agave spirit kind of tasting. So really neat. And then there's a signature event, which I think is really neat, called Poured. So that's another kind of sampling wines and a little bit of food, which you can go to. The next day, there's a couple great drink seminars. The Loire Valley, learning about wines from there. You can learn about whiskey from BC and the world. Those are at 11 a.m. And then the kind of wrap-up event is a Barefoot Bistro World Oyster Invitational and Bloody Caesar Battle. Really kind of, I love the variety of events that Whistler Cornucopia provides. There's something for everyone, and there's multiple things at any given time. So it's, you know, if you're up there, there's no shortage of things that you can do, and it's not like you can have to, you know, drink all day. You can have one drink seminar, then you can do one culinary stage, and then go to an event, maybe a wine dinner or a tasting. So It's got so much variety, and I love that. I will be up there and doing a review of some of the events that I'm attending, so I hope to see you up there also. Until next time, happy eating.